Hello. Waning Crescent Shattered Cross, the Great Siege of Malta, 1565, is a game from Legion Wargames for 1 or 2 players. This is the first in a short series of videos that will introduce the game to you. This first video will walk you through the game components. The second video will demonstrate gameplay using the solitaire rules. The first thing I should say is that all of the components you'll see today are playtest components. The game is expected to come with a single sheet map, around 440 counters, a deck of something just over 60 cards, a 24-page rule book or thereabouts, a playbook including historical narrative, and various charts and tables. The map depicts the area around Grand Harbour and features 3, arguably 4, significant fortifications. We have St Elmo, St Angelo, which is adjoining Burgu, and Senglia. Also on the map is an inset showing a mini-map of the whole of the island. The counters represent the various unit types that participated in the campaign. Here we see for the Christians, knights, sergeants, men-at-arms and the local Maltese. For the Turks we have Janissaries, Spahis, Yalyars, levies, Canon and the massive basilisk guns. There are various markers in the game to help keep track of the state of play. Here we see mining in progress, captured siege towers, a bridge of boats, a pontoon destroyed, a cavalier, Turkish supply interdiction, various counters to note which fortifications have been brought under assault, palisades, plague, barricades, amphibious operations, screening of Mount Sybaris, and the requirement to hold St Elmo. On the tracks we track Ottoman morale and supply and honour. Likewise for the Christians, we track the building up of the relief force in Sicily. This force will eventually arrive on the island and trigger the end of the game. And we have the turn record track. We also have boxes for casualties and another track to track the state of the defences around Mdina, the capital of Malta at the time, and also to track the forces delegated to that particular area of the map. There are 3 principal types of card in the game. The blue cards you see here are the strategy cards. At the start of a scenario, the Ottoman player will draw at random one of these to determine the strategy he will be expected to follow during the game. He isn't obliged to follow it, but there are consequences if he does not. Here, the bulk of the cards, just under 60, are event cards. These will drive the activities in the game and trigger specific events. Many of these events are tracked using the markers we saw earlier. A special type of event card is the end of week card. These will be shuffled into the main deck along with the other event cards and will be drawn at random. When such a card is drawn, it will trigger the end of the week. This gives us a variable turn length. As well as driving events, the event or action cards also allow the various units to be activated to undertake different operations. These include tactical and strategic movement, trench building, scaling of walls, building cavaliers, ranged and melee combat, conducting barrages, repairing breaches, and attempting to break the Siege of Mdina. Let's take a closer look at the values on the various counters. Each unit has 4 main values. In the top left hand corner we have the strength. Each strength point represents 50 Christian units or 150 Ottoman units. This value here is used if besieging or assaulting Mdina, the capital city. This is the melee value, and this here is the ranged combat value. As well as the main 2-player campaign scenario, there is also a shorter 2-player introductory scenario. This can be played either as a shorter game or as a learning scenario. Additionally, this can be adapted and played as a pure solitaire game. This shorter scenario is played on a far smaller area of the map. Whilst it is not expected that this additional map section will be in the game, it does give you an indication of the amount of space that would be required for the shorter scenario. When playing solitaire, simple routines or bots are used to control the Christian force. These are represented in these flowcharts. 2 fairly simple pages of flowcharts to control the solitaire play. So that's a quick whistle-stop tour of the various components of the game. If you're interested, then it is available for pre-order at the moment. It's available at Legion Wargames on www.legionwargames.com, and the game is Waning Crescent, Shattered Cross. Thank you very much for watching. If the game is of interest, hopefully you'll also watch the next short video in this series, which will cover the solitaire variant. Thank you.